Well, I'm really excited because we are here today with our UMX Citation Longitude at a 1 mile long full-scale runway, with permission of course, to fly this little guy. Absolutely loved how it recently flew on the channel at our airfield, and I told you guys it can do ground takeoff and landings, and we're going to show you that today, that it can. The wheels on this are awesome, but it's just a really nice little jet. The best part about today, there's zero wind. I was not expecting that at all. Now if you watched our maiden flight of this on the channel, it was insanely windy. So we should get to see a very different side of this jet today.
Still very cloudy, white skies though.
Well, it's better and warmer than the last time we flew this. It's such an easy setup, guys. When you pull it out of the box, this is what you get. You don't have to build anything. That's the best part about these UMX planes. And as I said in the maiden video, just in case you were not there for that one, if you're gonna pick this up, I implore you, I think that's the word, to buy the batteries that we recommend. They're linked in the description box below. We link this, and then right by it are gonna be the batteries that you really have to fly on it. And I'll tell you why while we're flying this. Let's get it in the air. I think I want to try to taxi it. The asphalt here is just a little rough, but oh, she taxis great. Isn't that cool to see that on the runway?
Yeah.
It's right where it belongs. The front wheel steers.
It is really cool.
That's sweet.
That's
okay.
fun. Yeah, that's fun.
So we're at the end of the runway. We're facing, there's no wind, so you ready, Abby?
Yep.
I wanted to do a nice long smooth takeoff.
It's so cool.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
It's been so long since I've flown here. Oh, sorry about the cloudy day, guys, but look at this go. Super smooth. Oh, super smooth. I knew.
It's echoing off the building.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
so funny. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
We'll try to let you all hear it. Oh, there's that. Listen to the RPMs. Wow, 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 wow. It did that in the wind too. Listen. Okay, listen to the echo. Sweet.
I don't know if I can hear the echo.
I hope you can. Oh, this thing flies great. I told you I'd tell you why you should choose the batteries that we recommend, because we did do a kind of like a behind, I'm going to turn, Abby, I'm turning. Like a behind the scenes maiden, kind of like a pre-maiden, okay? We were worried that it might have some battery issues, and it did. I had some brand new batteries. They were 800 milliamp, 3S, and I got a 2.5 minute flight on them. But then the batteries that I have now, we got an 11-minute flight, maybe 10.5 minutes. It's a huge difference. We're gonna do a full throttle pass on this one. We'll do the same on this pass, and then I'll kick it out of safe, and we'll really have some fun with it. Full throttle. She's fast. This is a twin EDF. You've got 2 brushless motors on there with 3S power kicking it around. You know what, before we go crazy with it, I want to do a nice little landing, smooth touch and go before I'm forced to land. You know, we realized we had about 20 seconds to get on the ground when our low throttle, a little bouncy, but we got it. We'll go one more the other way. That's fun, Abby. You want to fly this before we go?
I will let you do this full flight.
Oh, are you sure?
I am never very good flying here. I don't get enough practice here, but I will fly it at our airfield.
I got one bounce every time I land, but you know what? I really don't fly on asphalt that often.
I'll fly this at our airfield.
Okay. It's a cool plane. This is in safe the whole time. There's safe out, and we'll do a roll. She rolls nice, especially when there's no wind pushing me around. I'll come out here over the welcome little sign. I'll show you what I mean in a second. We're gonna do a loop. Loop. Oh, a little sideways. My wing was crooked when I went into it. We'll do one more. This thing will loop forever. It'll climb. But let's do a climb. Here we go. And safe on. Lost orientation, got a little high and far away. So that's the beauty of safe technology, guys. It doesn't matter how long you've been flying. If you're a brand new pilot or you've flown hundreds of things like myself, it's really nice to have that convenience and safety of that switch. At any moment you even think you're slightly disoriented, don't question it, just throw safe on and get your airplane back. That's the beauty of the safe technology on these planes. It almost makes you never want to fly things without safe, But occasionally something cool does come along, like we featured last week, and it's well worth it without safe. Now, a lot of people asked, and I want to take the time to answer for you, if you buy an airplane without safe, can you buy a Spectrum radio and receiver and put safe on the airplane? Yes, you can. There's a few more steps to get that in the air, but it's not impossible. And once you have it installed, it's really nice. We're gonna come down and see if we can smoothen that out. Yeah, that was a little better. I did have a bounce, but the first touch was better. I had the back wheels down first. Oh, I got the grass. Where's reverse when I need it? That just looks so cool, Abby. When you get it lined up with the runway, it doesn't look scale enough, because it's a huge runway for this little airplane, but look, when you line it up to come in for a landing, doesn't that look like a scale plane coming in on the runway?
It's really cool.
That's my favorite thing about this. Ah, there we go. Nice little touch and go. It's echoing off the building, it's so awesome. Yeah, this is the best little UMX plane as far as unique look and everything. Oh, the lights look so good on it. It just looks so good flying over the runway. Oh, got any requests, Abby? Can I do any maneuvers or anything with this? I'm just having a good time flying it.
I'm just trying to keep up with you. I'm not used to your flight pattern here.
Yeah, I'm just kind of going, I'm mainly doing left-hand turns, but yeah, a little bit flunky. So when the battery gets low on this airplane, the motors will start to pulse. And from what I've experienced, you know, the pulsing is kind of like higher, lower RPMs back and forth. Wow, 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 wow. You get about 20 seconds of that before you have to bring it down. So you kind of you'll want to come down maybe around the 10-minute mark to guarantee yourself a little bit of safety. You could set a flight timer for 10 minutes. This plane, there is enough room in the cavity that you could put a LiPo alarm. But, you know, it might be tight. I'll take a look when I'm done flying here. We'll see how that goes. But right around 45% throttle, she likes to do that. Oh, wow, 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 wow.
I kind of like it.
That's cool. Let's see if we can get it to do it again. Trying to find it. There it is. A little more there. I got it. I'm at about 45% throttle right now, and I'm just using my right hand to steer this puppy. Just the right stick alone. I'm just banking and pulling it around. I mean, it's such an easy plane to fly. I don't know if you could really see that, but it's so easy to fly. We're gonna go right hand turn, Abby. Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! Do you see the welcome sign in the hill? Isn't that cool? They've mowed that here since I've been a little kid. So like 30 years or so, they've been mowing that welcome into the hillside. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I didn't think we'd get this perfect of weather. This was such an easy plane to just throw in the car for the drive up here.
Whoa, what am I doing?
It just looks good on the runway.
Yeah.
Taxi it around back there and then take off the other way. Couldn't do this easy taxiing at our airfield, right? But it does take off from grass and you can land on grass easily. As a matter of fact, I could show you guys. If you didn't see the maiden video, you should totally check it out. But let's do a nice, this is very tall, thick grass.
Yeah, it's really tall, thick
It's going to come to a
It's not
complete
going to
stop.
look good.
But we're going to do it. Oh, you see?
Yep.
Now
it
it can't
works.
take off from this tall grass.
But the short grass at our airfield, it can. But it was raining when we did our video, so we didn't get to show you. Plus, you can do a hand launch like this. So bright over there, I lost you. Sun came out.
I know on whatever screen you guys are watching, it's probably hard to see this at times, but in person, it really isn't bad. The white clouds with the white airplane, cameras just don't do planes enough justice. I'm doing a right-hand turn here. We're gonna turn safe off again, coming this way and do a couple loops. You ready? Mm-hmm. Here's a loop. and a roll. It's pretty up there in the blue sky. Let's fly high for a little bit. I don't fly up very high that often anymore.
No,
a lot
you
of people do. So let's keep it up higher where most people would fly. And when you see it passing, doesn't that look like a real jet?
Looks good.
Like
there's the sun.
Yeah, the sun.
Just finally hit us.
This thing looks like it's about 5 miles high.
We've had rain for like 2.5 weeks, guys, so that's why we're excited about the sun.
Oh,
flooding and everything down our
it's
way.
been crazy.
Insane.
I really like this. This is so comfortable flying at this high. I would love to pass the controls to you, Abby. I really would, but you say you'll fly it at the airfield,
I'll fly
right?
it at our airfield, yeah.
Okay. It flies great. It's just a simple little guy to use the right stick and just pitch it around. Safe technology keeps this thing looking really good. I'm just going to glide. I'm gliding it in. Nice 0 throttle pass. So a beep that you guys heard about 3 or 4 minutes ago in the video was my 5-minute timer. That's, I think, the default time that gets set in to most radios. And I'm now counting in 3 minutes of throttle past the 5. So we're pushing the 8-minute mark. I think if I can get 10 minutes on this battery too, which is it's a different battery, but the same brand, milliamps and everything. I might have just hit a bug there. As the one that I flew on at the airfield. So I'm hoping to still get at least 10 minutes. If we hit the 10-minute mark, I'll land it and we won't wait for the low battery indicator, but I am going to start juicing it. So we're at the 4-minute mark just about, past, so basically 9 total minutes. I'm on a full throttle it. You ready, Abby? I like to do these full throttle passes when we've been in the air for a while to show that, hey, we still get really nice. There it is. There's the pulsing. So 9 minutes. I may have flown this a little bit harder.
You definitely did.
Than at the airfield. Not a bad landing. Hop, skip a little bit, but we still have enough juice to taxi back. So let's all enjoy the taxi on this runway because it's kind of a rare treat for us these days. This looks so awesome. Those weeds look like tall trees.
They do. We'll take it out like a tree.
See the chrome on the turbines?
Awesome.
Shining in the light. Wow. Good looking plane. Today's just a great day. I'm so happy. Who wouldn't feel like they're just in heaven here?
Hold on, let's just angle it down this way.
This is amazing.
There we go.
So let me know in the comments below, to those of you that watch our speed tests, you think we could pull off a speed test or two here? Geez, you could pull off a speed test in the parking lot here, let alone the runway. We could do a speed test on our real car here. Of course, we want to always promote safety in the hobby and safe flying and stuff. And to be here, I'll reiterate, in case you were skipping past the beginning of the video, shame on you.
We're calling the FBI.
We will call the FBI on you for skipping the video. We have permission to fly here, of course, from the property owners and everything of the airport. So got a little fly buzz in us. This is an amazing jet. And if you happen to have a concrete area where you can fly, look, I watch a couple YouTubers, they fly off of parking lots, right? This would be great for a small parking lot, very small parking lot. I was really drawing out those takeoffs. I wanted it to look long and full in scale. This thing will pop right in the air. It'll do a hand launch and a grass landing. And if you have short enough grass, it will do a grass takeoff too. The lights on it are beautiful. I just love the looks of it. Like I said in the last video, this is a 100% a shelf queen if I've ever seen one, especially a foam shelf queen. It is absolutely perfect for a foamy. It's beautifully done. It flies really well. It's fun. You get the right batteries and you get a long flight time. I know we've had some good airplanes on the channel, and I know you guys, your plane budget is probably getting a little low. But to those of you that have a little bit left in the budget, just do yourself a favor. If you fly Spectrum, slap one of these on your wish list. Do us a favor and order it through our link. It helps support our channel. We'll have this plane linked in the description box below. Stupid fly. The fly wants one too. And the batteries. Even if you don't want to support us and you don't want to use our links and stuff, just please do yourself a huge favor and order the batteries that we are using, because you're going to get a much better flight time with this and performance, and it just a blast. A true winner in my book. And the best thing is, the plane goes back in the box rides easily home with us, so that's just a home run. I thank God for getting us out here today in the sunshine and getting a beautiful day to fly here at the airport with 0 wind. What a treat. This one is just one for the books. I'm so happy. I want to say a huge thanks to all of our Patreon supporters as well, because you guys got us here. You got the batteries charged and you're keeping us fed. So we thank you so much. We just couldn't do what we're doing without you. Every single one of you are amazing to us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Before you click away, why don't we all watch the maiden of this together? Let's go check it out. We'll watch the grass flight. There's that fly again. And even in some crazy wind, this thing rocks amazingly well. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye.